You ain't gonna believe this, but I promise you it's the absolute truth. That right tunnel right there, or culvert going under that road, years ago, and I'm gonna say years ago, it's before 2000. Little brother had a Samurai, Suzuki Samurai, and the bottom of that wasn't washed away enough you could drive right up to the bottom of it. They had the top off that Samurai. I stood on the bumper, crouched down, and he drove through that tunnel in that Samurai. Off the creek on the other side. Yeah, this is Bear Creek. Water's down right now. On the weekends, they let the dam go up there a little bit and let the water flow, and they got a canoe run that comes down, and this is the furthest point on the canoe run where everybody takes off, gets out, goes up there. Significance of this place, the reason I'm showing you, it's got a little bit to do with the fact that right there is what I call the new military bridge. That was built in the 70s. Just beyond it was the old military bridge. The reason it's called military bridge is because it was built, the crossing is on the Jackson Military Road, built in the late 1810s, early 1820s by General and later whatever, when it, no, he's before then, President Jackson, Andrew Jackson. So see the new military bridge up there, if you want to call something built in the 70s new. All this concrete stuff right here was, I reckon, meant to be a takeout for the end of the canoe run, but nobody uses it hardly. Back when this was dirt trail, I used to come down here and put my three-wheelers or dirt bikes or whatever in that creek right there from the time I was 10, 11 years old. Right up that creek. I had somebody ask me just the other day in the comments section, y'all, I do read your comments, and sometimes I get video suggestions and ideas from you. Had somebody ask me, what's my daily carry? Asked me if that 45 Colt Cimarron that I shot on camera down there on our property in Belgreen yesterday was my everyday carry. Nope, my everyday carry for most of this year, since I got this in first or second week of December, if I remember right. It might have been the first week of December. Is that 4 5/8? 41 Magnum, regular Blackhawk that I did the grip frame and grips on. That's my favorite everyday carry gun right now. I'll take you up here and show you something. May or may not be interesting to you, but y'all, we out of the yard, we're doing something a little different now. I'm trying to give you some new scenery. And if I get snake bit, well, I'll try to make a video of the snake that bit me too. Right here is the base of a bridge where you drove up to it coming up this way, and then the bridge started here. The bridge went across. Let me see if I can step over here where you can see the other side, where the other side was. And I've got pictures of this bridge I may try to put in. You see that over there? That's another one of the bases. And right down here is the circular pedestals, columns. It's iron with concrete inside it that used to stand right here. We are in the middle of Jackson Military Road as it was built in I'm gonna say it was standing in the 1820s. I know it was in the 1820s. And I can't tell you if that bridge, those bridge remnants you're seeing are from the 1820s, but I can tell you that the people were still using that bridge to cross here up until sometime in the 1970s. Right there is where it took off. I'll try to show you another angle of this. I used to ride this right here. We had a three-wheeler trail through here back before there were four-wheelers, and we go around there and get down in the creek and play. Ride all up and down that creek splashing, try not to drown our machines out. Me on big reds and Yamaha 200s and 225s, and I had the first quad sport, Suzuki quad sport. It was 85 model, but Suzuki put them out earlier on in 84, and I had one of them riding it down here getting in that creek. You might ask, why 41 Magnum everyday carry? And I might ask you, why 9mm everyday carry? You got the option of 41 Magnum. Y'all, I ain't too worried about coming across many big bears down here. My Alabama Grizzlies are on top of the hill in the hayfield back there. Hang on, we got somebody riding by. Don't look like a meth head truck, but you can't ever tell. That's why I got 41 Magnum. Some of them meth heads may be all strung out, jacked up. I don't know what it does to you, but just in case 9mm don't knock the meth out of you, put you on your ass when you're doing bad, I believe 41 Magnum will depressurize a problem, two-legged or four-legged. Just my thinking. I ain't breathing too hard to explain it to you after coming up that hill. I'm gonna show y'all. This is the new military bridge. And well, I'm gonna give you a little view right here. There's a reason for it. Right down there is that base for the old bridge, and it went right across there. Now I'm gonna put in a picture right here of the way that looked when this bridge was first completed. And I can't remember what year it was. Should be here on the block, but I don't see it, the date in it. It was in the 70s. Anyway, when this bridge was completed, that picture shows the old bridge going right across there. Right down there you can see the other old concrete base and pedestal in there. Down here on an unmarked 2-lane. When I was a kid, I know I'm telling you a whole lot of stuff that you don't really care about. When I was a kid, 14, I got my first 5-liter Mustang. It was a 79. Then I got an 83 GT. And after a crappy experience, I had to keep an 83 Camaro that I made a mistake and got. That 83 Camaro got gone, thank the Lord. I had an 85 GT. Then I had a various 87 GT. I'm talking about these are low mile cars. Some of them wasn't even but a year or two old when I got them. 89 5-liter LX, ordered a brand new 91 5-liter LX. But this right here, we used to run this bridge. And I've raced 60-something Mustangs. I've raced Impalas, old cars too. Lots of stuff down here. We used to get up here toward the top of that hill and race toward the top of that hill or back and forth. Get 80, 90 mile an hour through here. Said 80, 90 or 100 more down through here on this little old road. Like idiots. Y'all, there's a lot of stuff I'm lucky to have survived. I know a lot of people that wasn't so lucky. That's what I keep trying to tell my kids every time they hear something I did that sounds fun to them. They just don't know how many people wasn't as lucky as me and that they can't count on luck to see them through. Anyway, I'm sure someone's going to say, hey, Plowboy, what's all this sightseeing and walking around? What's that got to do with the gun channel? Or what's a gun channel doing with that? Well, just to show you that I am walking around with sightseeing 4 5/8 41 Magnum Blackhawk. That truck parked down here for a minute. It pulled on, but I was watching it. Can't ever be too careful. Grizzlies and meth heads. Talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.